Adik, namanya siapa adik you? Nama akunnya apa? Ini siapa guys? Ini siapa? Halo guys, selamat malam semua. Ini siapa guys? Adik you. Nama akunnya apa adik you? Nama akunnya apa adik you?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game. Passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the expert's hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He won't be happy with that one. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Pirlo. Saliba engages and forces him off the ball. Cafu is there and he can get that clear.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Oh, brilliant! And again! Goal! Portugal! First blood drawn! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
that's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want...
That's a quick free kick. He's got tall. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Nunez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, he's burst through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Cielo. That's going in strongly.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Scholes. Hoisted in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hello. And the ball is out of play. Cafu couldn't squeeze it through. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Roberto Carlos. He's got space in the area. And he's there to clear it. And here's Nunez.
Nunez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rummenigge, and he's cut it out. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Stade Rennais looking to pass their way through. Oh, super find. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to get it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. That is good alertness.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's Basho! Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this?
Eto! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Stade Rennais have it back and can go again. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Thuram attempts a clearance. Zakaria. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Baggio. The ball has bounced loose now. Stade Rennais can't breathe again. Just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Good ball over the top. Rummenigge! Lofted upfield. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Portugal are coasting towards victory. Mahrez. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that has put paid to that. Rummenigge. He's got the shot away! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Shapes to shoot. And that has kept the keeper on his toes. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Buriram United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And he's heaved it away. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh, terrible mistake. Caught offside that time. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He can run onto that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Petrie.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's a chance. Oh, he's played it in. Look, can he put it away? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. It's real chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Portugal have five. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
That is good alertness. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's fabulous. Great hit! And that has been cleared. Terrific header! And that's definitely not his best. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, that's great running from the way he manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the pass and go through on the goalkeeper then.
Oh, he's burst through! He shot a goal! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this?
Oh, shooting chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And there's the hit! And the ball's a good... It's Gerrard! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good ball, shots. Eto! They are rampant! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rodri. Rummenigge. Beraldo is there, and he can get that clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's going to go a long way. Now it's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. Maldini. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Time then for the first substitution of the game. What a throw in. Roberto Baggio. Out of play for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, super! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Mbappe. Portugal are coasting towards victory. That's beautifully weighted. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rummenigge! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's tried one! It is a very, very good save. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Eto on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just...
Yes, selamat malam semua. Jangan lupa di masa suruh.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's not going to reach. And he's had a hit! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal finding the... David Villa! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Kante gathers from the goal kick. Batistuta. And he's there to get it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Pass somewhat off target. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, it seems as if he's
through, it's one-on-one. He's had a hit. It's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And Batistuta! Rodri clears it away. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! And he's managed to get rid. That pass has been well intercepted. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. And he's taking no chances there. Alvarez. Driving forward. Alvarez! Wonderful! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces and it packed it.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to...
And the shot! They've scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. Batistuta! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gerrard with the clearance. Rodri.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that has not gone well. Cafu getting this one clear. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Batistuta threads one in. Thuram gets it clear. And it's lofted through here. No luck with that dink over the top. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now the finish! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Waalaikumsalam.
So, third corner of the game. Just 5 minutes left. Danger averted for now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Deftly done. Pinches it off him. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in plenty of space here. Alvarez. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. So a chance here. What can they make of it? Looking to widen the gap even further here. And that's that. Portugal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal, absolutely shocking.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And shot a goal! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He does it all. Has a look and has a go. Now that was quite some save.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Cleared away. Conte! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Baggio is in a really good position out wide. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saka. Here's Rodri. Now it's Eto'o. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kane. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking here to chip it through. Cafu. And that has been clubbed away. It's Pirlo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's taking no chances there. Brilliantly cut out. Kane. Rice. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, there's the clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. It's a sweet ball, that. Kane. Rice. Time and again they are repelled. Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he was quick to react. Rodri. That's played into space. That is good alertness. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found some space here. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half.
Portugal just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Portugal ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Eto'o! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Turam. Cafu. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Musiala goes looking wide. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kane! It is a very, very good save.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Kane.
Look, movement creates more options.
And the shot! Gerrard. And it's Baggio. Eto'o. Chance to shoot now. Can he put it away? The message is clear. None shall pass. Back into the middle. It's out for a goal kick. So here comes a substitution. Rodri. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And it's Gerrard. Eto'o. Big chance! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
A case now of complete control. Saliba clears. Pirlo. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's found a way through. Bellingham! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cristiano, there's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Eto'o taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's the shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pass is just off target. Szoboszlai. Pass is coming off in quick. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel. Struck first time.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still very good technique, though. Something he's never short of.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's picked his way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. They've got a throw in. And here's Batistuta. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's had a shot! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
No, it's not getting there. Batistuta is there to clear. Can he get it through? That's a nicely measured pass. Szoboszlai! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Up he goes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the hit! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Hujan guys, lag. Yes, hujan. Mudah-mudahan gak lag guys, mudah-mudahan gak lag ya. Kita lag banget guys.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Del Piero gets through on his big chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the... Ah, he's given it away! Bastoni clears. looks to clip it forward. Colwell gets rid without sophistication. Messi. That's a nicely measured pass. He's one-on-one. Great hit! And he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Deftly done. Oh, and he's through the middle. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, it's come loose. And he's gone looking for safety. Rodri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gerrard. Oh, no joy this time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Messi. That's a shade optimistic. And he's there to get it away. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he's heaved it away. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, delightful ball. That's the corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Totti, that has been cut short. Oh, that's well spotted. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Totti. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, that's another chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. He's had a hit! No luck with that dink over the top. Odegaard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well seen, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he was alert to it. And he thumps it clear. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's got the shot away! Goal! Japan! Into the lead once more. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's had it nicked away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Fofana kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai, Kane. Maldini gets good distance on it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's really well cleared. Time added on will be 2 minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Mabar habis ini, ayo masuk. Jangan lupa di like, subscribe guys.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you think... Can he finish? And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a shade optimistic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Thuram cuts it out. Keeper's ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a nicely measured pass. Dembele, shot a goal! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi, and he's had it nicked away. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Dembele. Kawasaki Frontale are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's bustling, chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, there's the clearance. Dumfries. Adams. Rodri. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gerrard. And that's gone loose. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Gerrard. Oh, he's onto this. And the flag has... He's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Lovely feet. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Kawasaki Frontale are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least. Because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter.
There's the shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A case now of complete control. But they've got it again. Messi!
No, not quite. Japan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Rodri. Mbappe has a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And they win it back again. Now it's Dembele. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Paredes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Kaka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Messi. And here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Nick and Beckham! And here's Messi. Great hit! He scored! And they are right back within touch! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Japan making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mbappe, he's got the shot away! He's got a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Japan give themselves a chance. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So what do you take?
Oh my goodness. Yes, mabar. Yang baru masuk jangan lupa di like subscribe guys. Kita mabar guys ya. Tak mulai saya bilang macam-macam ya. Hello.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise. Hi Peter, it's great to be here. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. Had a shot! Spectacular save! Great hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Biasa kayak donasi.
And we have our very first corner.
Di donasi guys.
Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Thuram did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Fiddles it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well seen, saw that coming. That was well played, well stopped. Oh, played right into his path. Del Piero. He's shifting through the... Looks for the finish. Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He could be in here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Del Piero!
That's a half-decent try. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So we're still where we started right now. Great ball if he can get there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Rodri. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Plays a sharp little ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Owen couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Totti. Owen. And he's picked out the run. Now Mbappe. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Japan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, it's come loose. Picked out brilliantly. Decent hit. Big moment. Massive goal.
Boom. There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often...
It's Eto'o! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. Mbappe! Now it's Kimmich. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eto'o goes steaming forward. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, good. It's Totti! And that is doing no harm at all.
Totti put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Now it's Owen. Gently done. Oh, nicely intercepted. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Quarter of an hour to play. Now that looks a decent ball. Gets his pass away. Has a go! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Owen. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Costa Curta, too strong for his opponent there. Mbappe. Beckham. And that little bit of skill has got him away. Owen. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now that's well seen too. Totti. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Beckham. And he was quick to react. That's that. The end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Neto claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Mbappe! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Indonesia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's lofted through here. Upamecano gets it clear.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Shot a goal! Costa Curta gets it away. That is good alertness. And it's Eto. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. Oh, he saved it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Japan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Eto. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a great pick out. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe, great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
very first corner. And he's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Kalau di kampung nggak bisa ya guys. HP-nya
He's
error.
looking to set free a runner.
Harus pakai
Well
AC
seen.
ya.
Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kalau
De Ligt.
nggak ada AC ya guys.
Good ball over the top.
That's just playing it safe
Kampung nggak
and
ada
simple.
AC-nya. Harus pakai AC.
Japan making some potentially decisive changes. They won't wait. And the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
That's really well cleared. Rice getting this one clear.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That is a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Totti. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Saliba. And he's picked out the run. Eto'o. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Ya guys, selamat malam semua. Yang baru lagi jangan lupa like, subscribe guys. Kita mabar lagi.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Danger averted for now. Referee's given a throw.
Harus dingin ya.
That's been cut out. Well played. Messi. Some resolute defending there. Palmer. No way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he latch on to this?
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Indonesia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is a little undercooked. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's managed to get free. And the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! Japan are level! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Japan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Indonesia merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Moved on forwards. Shapes to shoot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he welcomes it in. Kane, it's Kane! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. He gets big! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Indonesia take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And there goes the final whistle. Japan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they've...
hari-hari 5 guys. Guys, itu kayaknya nggak nyampe malam nih guys.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And we have our very first corner. He rises! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's got a sight of goal! No, not quite.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, it's come loose. That's a good ball played into space. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, Peter, I think we're in for something rather special here in being able to watch Hristo Stoichkov. When it comes to charisma and spirit, he's not lacking, and he's so sharp, they nicknamed him the Dagger.
Love watching him. He's one pea in a pod. There's only one Hristo Stoichkov.
And he's always got plenty to say.
Conte. Oh, well played. That has... And Stoichkov!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's ruffled a few feathers. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Stoichkov. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Well timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho. Mbappe. Gerrard is there to clear. That's a nicely measured pass. He's onside. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, here's a chance. That is decidedly lacking.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Corinthians couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And a shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He won't be happy with that one. Irwin. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That is a great pick out. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. He's gone for goal.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
No way through. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Maldini attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Costa Curta. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Irwin. Great ball. Batistuta! Well, that has not gone well. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rodri cuts out the pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Passing nice and neat. And Batistuta! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Aduh. Muter, guys.
Rodri. Pirlo. Played in. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Neymar. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's well spotted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Enak banget, guys. Enak banget ya. Enak banget.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is out of play. And the pass is intercepted. Batistuta.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Decent hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
Oh, here's a chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Okay. Tipis.
Mbappe. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. That pass has been well intercepted. He's had a hit! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. He's found a way through. There's the hit! Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford! And he's managed to get rid. Thuram. Now it's Messi. Looks for the finish. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Short changes him with that pass. Del Piero. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Messi. He's going for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Gently done. Pass somewhat off target. That's going to go a long way. Del Piero. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cafu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Eto'o. Can he finish? And it's Neymar. Now who's going to be first to this? Shot could be on. David Villa! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Up for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Santos have their second corner now. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's in! Has a go! There it is! First blood drawn.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, there's the clearance. Taken back almost at once. Cafu. And here's Schneider. And he's there to belt it away. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Santos deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now. But, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And the finish! It's in! Santos are all square!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
So we've reached the hour mark. The less said about that pass, the better. Ruben Diaz. He steps in, and that's the end of that. David Villa. David Villa finds himself offside. Pirlo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cafu. Ruben Diaz makes the interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Messi. Cafu has it in a wide position. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Danielson.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Eto'o. Rice. Shifted upfield.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Danielson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he thumps it clear. That's a little off target. Threads one in. So that's it. It is all over. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Messi picking up.
Pinjam HP-nya ya.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And we're underway. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's having a hit! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Now it's Eto'o. Pirlo. No, that's been intercepted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe! The referee's awarded a free kick. Cafu. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great position here. Mbappe! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
He can run onto that. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh no, what has happened here? Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Pirlo promptly onto that, and that is that. Caught offside that time. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Goal! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a good ball played into space. Couldn't squeeze it through. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. And that has been knocked clear. Thuram calmly anticipates. Oh, super fine. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch. Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Out to the left it goes. Beraldo cuts it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, what's he done? And that has put paid to that. This might... Can he put it away? It's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, no joy this time. Mbappe. Now it's Del Piero. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he welcomes it in. He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Messi. Goalkeeper's ball. Palmer. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Great chance! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. Del Piero at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's a chance. Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And it's Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And he was quick to react. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that is out of play. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing fires from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that. And now they can clear their lines. Speculative strike. That has been cut short. Pedri tries to dink it through. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he can clear it away. That's at the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Decent hit! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish. Pedri! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Chance for the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eto'o. Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cantona. Chance. There's the shot! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Uzbekistan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gilberto Silva. Can he get it through? Gilberto Silva unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh no, this does not look good. Deftly away. Bellingham. Looking here to chip it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp. He shifted it to the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Had a shot against the crossbar. "15 minutes till half time. It's a sweet ball, that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. There's the hit! It's there! And they've got their lead back!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Uzbekistan have got it back and they'll have another go. He's under a lot of pressure there. Puyol cuts out the pass. Saliba tries to clear. Danger averted for now. Pedri. Pirlo. And now the breakaway. And he was quick to react. That is a great pick out. Messi. That's gone for a throw-in. Pirlo. No, he's not getting past him there. Bellingham. And that's been into... And the first 45 minutes are up. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. And here's Cantona. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that is out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Saliba spots it and intercepts. That is good alertness. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Eto'o. He can get that clear. Looking for the run. Maldini. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's straight offside. Stood up well to him there. Messi in acres of space out wide. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Messi. Tries to dink it through. It's Eto'o! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And no, that was never going to make it. Cantona. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. David Villa! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Villa
Has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Eto'o. Forwards and with intent.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
David Villa! And that could come back to haunt them.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Now it's Owen. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're quick to get it back. Messi. And he can clear it away. That's a throw. Gerrard. Oh, that was vital. Very much into the last knockings. Cantona has created one goal already.
Uzbekistan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
We are into stoppage time. Hoisted in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Hits one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Terrific header! And with that, the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. There's the hit! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Slovakia with the corner. They're first. João Cancelo with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. Neuer with the clearance. Eto'o! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi plays it short. And it's Thuram. Chance to... He's big... Goal! There is the breakthrough!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Eto'o, and that could set him on his way. Nice interception, his position. And Del Piero! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And the shot! So, third corner of the game. And he's heaved it away. And that has been knocked clear. Slovakia are looking to go forward now. João Cancelo, played right into his path. Tries to get it clear, and that is a little undercooked. Pirlo gets it away. Mateus, a player of legendary status. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's picked his way through. Caught offside that time. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about, sometimes driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Neuer is there to clear. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's straight offside.
Kenapa? Takkan RT-nya lang.
Threads one in.
Hari ini kayak tukang ngamen.
And he was quick to react. João Cancelo. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri. Oh, easy pickings there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit.
Real chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Bergkamp. Pirlo. Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
Slovakia just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's another good win of the ball. Simons goes looking wide. Simons. João Cancelo looking to run onto it.
Slovakia are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Bergkamp.
Slovakia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Looking for the runner. Now the hit! That has been cut short. Could be danger here. Look at the space. Great chance! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes and we're all square again. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
Dulu guys, terima kasih guys, terima kasih semua yang masih menonton. Jika bisa lihat komen sekarang guys. Lagi kelas sekali lagi ya, sekali lagi guys. Terus sekarang guys,
a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Luis Alberto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Had a shot. A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eto'o. And he's on his way! Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's really well cleared. Eto'o. No, that's been intercepted. Messi in acres of space out. He's got a side of goal. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Uy. Lupa lam.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. He could be in here. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Now that is commitment to the cause. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Looking for the run. De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. It's Eto'o! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
That's a little off target.
Motor harusnya cenderung sudah malang lagi, mana angel yang buka lama. Motor harusnya tidak dibutuhkan.
anjing, genang-genang penalti balap paling jebut. Memang rumah malingnya todo nih. Itu sandal kuwi aneh.
Tapi aku udah baca.
And he's managed to gift it back. Deftly away. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's Luis Suarez! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Detektif ya. Sekarang yang porong lagi.
And the action is back on the way. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. He's great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Maldini gets it away. Cleared without hesitation.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pulls it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rodri. That's good running with the ball. Oh, no joy this time. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Luis Alberto. De Ketelara is in a really good position out wide. Pirlo. Dink through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Hakimi. Bergkamp. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, easy pickings there. Terrific header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Cleared without complication. Slovakia have reclaimed it. Luis Alberto. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. João Cancelo. He's in plenty of space here. De Ketelara. And he's whipped it across. He'll try to keep this alive. Crossed it again. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Can he latch on to this? He has found a way through. That's gone for a throw-in. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Nah, lagi nih hasilnya sampai dulu. Gitu.
Mateus? No way through there. Mbappe? Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is a brilliant interception. Good spot, he's seen the run. Rodri? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. To Ketelara?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved.
Guys, terima kasih guys. Kita udah dulu ya guys ya. Kita sudah dulu guys. Oh iya guys, kita mau gacha dulu guys. Gacha gratis. Kita coba lagi guys ya.
Nah, bisa internet itu
Kortoas, mantap Kortoas, aku belum punya guys. 100 nih di baut Kortoas, mantap ya. On target ya guys ya, on target guys. Kita ada koin 100 lagi guys. Kita batal lagi guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oke, kita gacha guys. Meledak guys. Ayo guys, siapa guys? Messi apa siapa guys? Merah. Siapa guys? Iya, Leandro Barrerio. Ya, nggak tahu deh, nggak kenal guys. Itu bagus ini guys. Guys, kita dapat lagi guys. Kita dapat Kortoes ya. Berapa guys Kortoes? Kita dapat guys. Kortoes.
Mabar.
Guys, 100. Kita bertahan dulu. Sedang kiper lumayan ya. Rata ya. Iya berapa guys? 199 guys di baut Kortoes. guys, selamat malam. Besok lagi guys. Selamat malam semua. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.